Conference is over and things are back to normal in the household, so we'll see how this week goes. Hi, this is Kelly from an Ozarks Journal Homestead, and we are planning our meal for the week. So let's see how we did last week first. Things for the conference went really well. Never did get the pancake and bacon. I don't remember what we did Thursday. I think we did just quick ham, steak, and eggs. No, we did that Friday. I don't remember what we did Thursday. Didn't get the cocoa wheat yesterday. We decided that the ham was frozen in packages of 2, so we decided we needed to clean that up. I think that's what we did. We did the ham and eggs here. I don't remember what we did Friday, but then we did the other half of the ham and eggs and toast here on Saturday. This morning we did get the sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Bob was a cooking fool for these 3 days. We did not do the tilapia on Friday. Again, don't remember what we did, but we did do the spaghetti. We did do Jack's dip on Saturday. Sunday, we are doing the fried chicken and sides today. Now, we tried the beef burgundy from this recipe that I have, and I don't recall where I got it from. Oh, Slow Cooker Recipes Volume 2. I think I copied it so I could pin it up on my cabinet. And it came out, well, I didn't have the I had the cream of mushroom, but not the cream of onion. And that might have made it a little more dense. But without the cream of onion, it was really thin. It was not going to stick to noodles at all. So I basically wound up turning beef burgundy into a beef stroganoff. But it was still good. It was still good. So I just know that going forward. So everything else pretty much went the way it was supposed to. We did the pork chops with the baby potatoes and green beans. That was really good. I remember growing up with whenever we harvested green beans from the garden, Mom would make a big pot of the potatoes and green beans and ham hock, and it was one of my favorite things to eat growing up. Did not do Chinese and rice. We did do the meatloaf. So we're going to switch things around a little bit this week. I'll try not to lose you when I flip this around so that I can do my markings, because I have to kind of turn it sideways. Let me see where I'm at here. Oh, we'll be good. We'll be good. If I keep that in motion there, we'll be in a good shape. So this week we're back to normal in the work week. I don't have anything going on this week. We don't have to be anywhere this week, which is going to make it nice. Now, I probably will take a me day one day this week. I do know that I have to hit the grocery store at some point this week, and the pet food store. So other than that, I got something on that roof that's driving me crazy. So other than that, we're okay. That I don't think I have to really go anywhere or do anything all this week, and I am so excited for that. I think, yeah, we do pink for lunch. So how was your weekend? Did you do anything spectacular? Now that the holiday weekend is over with and we're headed towards the dog days of summer, our temperatures are cooling down a little bit here. It's been nice. We've had spots of rain, nothing torrential like we were having. If any of my viewers are in the Texas area, I feel for you. I really do. I hope that you're all safe. I can't imagine being a parent of some of those kids that were lost at camp. This is why we are always prepared. And we don't count on just waiting to see what falls from the sky. If, a lot of people are blaming, they didn't have enough warning and that the camp was denied funding for an upgraded warning system. You have a warning system on your phone. It's called a week at a glance on your weather. And if it looks like you're going to be in for storms, don't go out. There are those that, they go out and, I'm going to be fine. And then they wind up sitting in a flooded road somewhere. Or here a couple of years ago, we had a guy in Arkansas thought he could cross a flooded road, only to find out there was no road underneath that water. He drove his small S10 truck into a ravine where the road had completely washed out. Him and his son were trapped in there for a while. And it's like, people, you really got to think. You know, it's not like when, you know, our only weather warning came from the 5 o'clock news on TV. We know at a glance what our weather is going to look like. We can plan for that. Now, can we plan for that horrendous flood? No, but they were told 2 days in advance to expect flooding. And it didn't matter. There's a lot of people that didn't listen. So pay attention to your weather forecast. Find a weather forecast that you trust. Aside from watching my local, I pay attention to Ryan Hall, y'all, and I will link him down below. If you are not paying attention to Ryan Hall, y'all, or Jordan Hall's channel, you really need to be. My money is on Ryan Hall. He is in Kentucky, so he's in the Midwest. But he has created some amazing apps that you can use on your phone and not be caught in situations like that. Because you're not depending just on him, you're not just depending on your local weather, you are depending on what you see in the app on the radar. Learn to read the radar. Teach your children how to use that radar app. And what to expect and what the warnings mean and what the warning signs are. Be safe, but be prepared, and you will be blessed with a much better outcome than you would without doing your homework. It's all part of the being prepared. It's not just about planning your meals or making sure that you have a garden and food. It's a lot more than that. And I cannot stress enough that you really need to be paying attention. Educate yourself on your area. What is the weather typically like? And then when they say above average or below average, listen to what they're telling you. And think, okay, what is our average? What do I need to be watching for? Excuse me. So, okay, stepping off my soapbox, I just want my viewers to be happy, to be safe. That's all I'm asking. Okay. Got one more to color off here, and then we can do our menu. Bob and I did a little bit of menu brainstorming this morning. I sat down at the kitchen table with him and said, okay, what have we not had for a while? And he named things we had last week. It's like, I'm talking a little bit farther back than that, but you know, he has stuff that he likes, and that's okay, I guess. Let me get my markers put away. I had to hunt for my marker bag before I could get started today. Didn't like to do that. And this is going to be Thrive. Okay. I'm going to keep that orange one out for a minute because I'm going to start doing something different in my planner. I'm going to start notating that Friday is freeze-dried Friday and using as much Thrive product as I can in a meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So, and I will be showcasing that in videos on a Thrive Life Friday or freeze-dried Friday. I got the idea from Linda at Linda's Pantry. I thought it was a great idea because everybody uses their pantry items differently. And so by paying attention to this, we can all get ideas on what to do with our freeze-dried foods, our dehydrated foods, or just different meal ideas. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's open this back up. I think I'm going to be able to, actually I think I'm going to stay this way. Okay, so I do know I'm probably going to take off Thursday or Friday. Thursday looks like one of our best weather days. So we'll do breakfast. And I think we'll probably do the ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches. Because those are a lot more filling for me starting off my day. And then I'll be gone, and Bob will have whatever's left over for supper. Because I will eat supper out. I don't need a big meal. I usually go to Chinese. It's inexpensive. I get a lot of protein and a lot of vegetables that way. And a lot of times I'll just do the Mongolian stir fry because there's not a lot of extra sauces and stuff on it, so it's more healthy. Monday, I've been trying all week this week to do oatmeal. I am going to get my oatmeal on Monday. I am determined. I'm also thinking, I thought Wednesday I want to do cheesy scramble and sausage links. And I'll do that right like that. Tuesday for breakfast, so, and this is where it gets, because I get tired of doing the same thing over every day. We don't do a lot of cereal, we don't do a lot of cereals because TMI, it requires me putting my teeth in first thing in the morning, and if I have to wear them all day, my mouth is just, I'm tired of them by the end of the day. So I like to save them for the lunch dinner hour. So I try to do a lot of soft stuff for breakfast. I'm going to flip this, and we're going to do oatmeal on Friday. Now this, while this would normally be a freeze-dried Friday, I'm not going to work this. Well, yeah, actually, we can do something with the eggs, because I grew up on commodities, and I've never liked powdered eggs, but I love the Thrive Life eggs. So we will do eggs and something on Friday. But we talked about dinners. Lunches, we know we want to do chili dogs one day, so we'll probably do those tomorrow. Or today as you're watching this. We'll do chili dogs on Monday for lunch. We made the Jack's dip, and it's leftover, and it's hamburger, ranch beans, taco seasoning, cream of mushroom soup, and shredded cheese. And it'll be perfect over chili dogs. So we're going to do the chili dogs on Monday, or today. And I told him one day this week I want to do I want my tilapia and rice. I'm going to get my tilapia and rice. So I think I'm going to set that up for dinner tomorrow. Now if I have to do Bob's and the panko breadcrumbs, that's fine. And while I'm ahead of it, I'm going to flip this over here. Since I'm going down Thursday, I think Friday we will do, Friday we're going to do burritos. And I'm going to talk to you about using the freeze-dried refried beans, the freeze-dried pulled pork, and diced tomatoes. And then instead of using the freeze-dried rice that's on, instant rice that's on sale, I'm just going to use the instant rice that I have, and we're going to make a 5-layer burrito for dinner on Friday. So there's going to be that. One night this week I want to do hamburgers. I think maybe we'll do the hamburgers on Saturday. Bob had mentioned my burrito burgers that I had made a long time ago. Maybe we'll pick those up for one day next week. This week I just want a simple hamburger. I'm thinking hamburger and either a mushroom sauce, like a hamburgers, Swiss burgers, that kind of thing. So we may look at doing that. Bob's going to do pheasant one day this week. He's going to do the pheasant on Tuesday. He's in charge of dinner and dishes both on Tuesday, because I have my sprints on Tuesday, my writing sprints on Tuesday night. So he's going to do the pheasant on Tuesday night. And I think he's going to do it, maybe we'll do tilapia and tots, like a fish and chips, on Monday night. And then he can do the pheasant and rice if he wants on Tuesday nights. And that'll be easy for him to do. Still haven't come up with breakfast here. Let's just do cocoa wheats. You can't pass up cocoa wheats. And then most of our lunches come from whatever's left in the refrigerator. I did pull out some of the shredded ham that I'm going to use for the ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches. And I think Saturday I'm going to do the pancakes and bacon. I'm determined. And I think that's pretty much going to set us up. We did sausage gravy this morning, so I think next week we will do the quiche. And Sunday dinner, we're doing the fried chicken and stuff today. I think maybe we'll do hot beefs next week. We'll do hot beefs for next week. And I think that's going to pretty much set us up. Let me open this back up and do a recon here. Dinner I don't have set up for Wednesday. I'll have to just look and see what's in there. There is a, actually let's do the hot beefs on Wednesday, because I have some pork loins downstairs in the freezer, and I keep forgetting to go in. My sister found a recipe on Pinterest that she said it made it so tender. So I'm going to go in and pull that, and I'm going to put the tenderloins on here, pork tenderloins, for dinner on Sunday. And we'll see what else we put with that. So that's going to do our menu. Let's do a quick recap. There's still time to order your Thrive for the month of June, which is the broccoli, the Fuji apples, the pineapple, the pulled pork, which we're going to use on Friday, chicken slices, pepper jack cheese, the butternut squash, and the instant rice. Chicken slices I could have done here. And if you want to do... I'm also going to use the pulled pork here, but if you want to use the sliced chicken for this, you could do that. I may do something with the sliced chicken for lunch on Friday. I think that will do us. I do have the sausage crumbles, so we could do something there. Maybe just do a scramble. That could probably work, just an eggs and sausage and cheese scramble. That'll work. And I will use the freeze-dried cheese from there as well. So that's going to do it for us this week. Give me an idea of what you're doing with your menu. I'd love to get some ideas. And because, you know, as you can tell, I'm pulling the same things all the time. And I'd really like to do something different. So that's going to do it for me on the homestead today. As I said earlier, please remember to be safe, be prepared, be blessed, and like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you back here on Friday when we talk about our Freeze-Dried Friday.